Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, see if we got that up and running. Hello, what's up, Gaming Q? What's up? What's up? S Holmes, what's up? Good morning. Took 2 hour and MCL this morning. Len reversals, Fractal C2 Unicorn. Good work, Nav. Good work, D-Nav. Joshua Doom, yo, man, dude, what's up? Hey, Nathan, OB, what's up, guys? Howdy, howdy, how we doing? How we doing? How are we doing, folks? NFP today, folks, so honestly not really looking for anything super crazy, just want to see what happens, right? That's the most important thing for me today. Just want to play patient, let the trades come to me today and not rush anything, right? That's what NFP is all about, guys. It's all about taking those trades, but taking them cautiously, taking them well, and that's gonna be the vibes for today, right, guys? That is going to be the vibes for today. Good morning, Helia. Do you avoid trading expansion due to win rate before just sticking to reversals? I trade expansion sometimes. I trade expansion through equilibrium. What's up, George? Yo, TYW ton. Yo, how are you? I'm doing splendid, brother. How about you? How we doing? Keiko, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning, bro. First time here. Love your educational content. Hey, Wealthy for Life. Appreciate it, dog. Welcome. Leo, what's up? George, good morning, Leo. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, folks. We have NFP today. And so your boy's not interested in too much right now, to be so frank with y'all. Your boy's gonna take it nice and passive. Hello there. Très vibey. What's up, Skeg? Hunter, what is up? Dude, we have everybody's pulling up right as I start the stream. Damn, dude, that is an insane amount of support. So, looks like nice little move up here. Alrighty here. So it's at 8 a.m. high here. We have 8 a.m. high right here. We have 9 a.m. sweeping this 8 a.m. high. Would be cool to see a closure below the sweep of this 8 a.m. high. Form of some type of fractal. Get a reversal into these New York lows. Would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? Thinking about short. I'm looking. Thing is, we have quite a ways to go till this EQ here. So even if we get a closure below change in state delivery, if this EQ holds, we could get a candle 3 expansion, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now, is we could see an expansion higher. So I'm just looking. I'm just looking. Kind of what I'm watching for right now, though, to be completely honest with y'all. That's the main lookout for today. It's watching these shorts play. Because there's a chance that we just have an expansion at this, that we see a 9 a.m. expansion. Unicorn setup, it's looking like it. Slowly but surely. Just going to play patient, guys. It's NFP today, so if I walk away with no trades, it's better to preserve my capital than force a trade today, and I'll be amped. If I walk away with no trade, I'm going to be amped today. If I walk away with a small win, I'll also be amped. That's honestly what the vibes are looking like for me today. be completely honest with y'all. So you have this 5-minute move here on the NAS. Alrighty, gold as well. This right here, not price action I want to play. There's SMT right now, yes to down. Yeah. Yep. There is indeed SMT, right? There is indeed SMT. Just want to play it patient right now, guys. Let these setups form. I just want to see how we react to this 9 o'clock sweeping 8 a.m. high, or I might even just wait for 10 a.m. and see how 10 a.m. plays too. Nothing super crazy. Friday. Just want to see, guys, unicorn setup. Yeah, it's looking like it. Unicorn is looking like what's happening here. My only issue is if we get a sweep of this, if 9 a.m. sweeps this 8 a.m. high and we create a bearish move, we still are far away from this hourly EQ. And so that gives me the sort of sight of mind that we might get just a 9 a.m. expansion and then a 10 a.m. reversal off that PO3. I'm not shorting the SIST. Honestly, I typically would be interested, but we have NFP today. We do have NFP today, and also we're still above this EQ, so I'm not super interested. Do you have an idea? How do we know about the weekly bias? Well, I mean, look at the weekly bias, right? Oh boy, sorry, I was recording a video right before stream here, but weekly bias, I mean, if you just look at the weekly candle, if we get a closure above, looks like we're getting a PO3 expansion on the weekly. Daily bias as well, we saw a reject, and now we're actually retesting above. I feel like there's a chance we might reject on 10 o'clock and see a continuation lower. PO3 retracement, might get another PO3. 4 hours looking some type of bearish continuation. So I'm not honestly interested in this right now, guys. I think really just sit back in the saddle here, play as patient as possible. That's going to be our best friend for today. 8 a.m. 1 hour SIST makes me nervous to short. Yeah, also the EQ of the hourly, right? If we retrace into this EQ here, if we retrace in this EQ and reject back above, get a closure back above the 8 a.m. high on 9 o'clock, we could just see an expansion higher, right? And that's just going to invalidate this SIST, which is what's happening right now. See, this is why you don't always trust just one thing. You have to look at other layers of confluence for this TA, right? OB continuation. Yeah, exactly this guy. You're right. Are you shorting the SIST? I am not. Sheesh, I was waiting for the other link. Oh, my bad, Jet. My bad. Oh, speaking of which, I should actually probably put that in the other stream. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot that on my YouTube, for some reason, it starts on a whole different link. So, yeah, see, now we're getting look at this. We're getting a 9 a.m. expansion higher. All right, really got to make sure we're playing super. Live now for NFP. We just have to make sure we're playing passive, guys, right? There's no reason to force any trades. We have NFP today. How do you deal with evals? Don't be first and wrong. I like that post. Don't be first and wrong. I like that post. What do you mean, Skeg? Like with me? Like, yeah, don't be early to a move and be wrong. I'd rather be late and right. That's honestly what I would do. Yeah. Let's look at these 30-minute sweeps too here. Looks like no longer the SMT the upside with NAS and ES here. Looks like ES, NQ's the lagging asset here with that original SMT. We did reject off of this 30-minute EQ, kind of what I was telling you guys about, right? Expansion, rejection off the 30-minute EQ. Now we're getting expansion higher, right? And so we have other areas of LQ that are waiting for us. We have other regions, some nice 30-minute LQ waiting up for me up at these highs. We had an original New York high here. I actually want to mark that out. That's a high area of liquidity. See if we see some type of PD, New York high. So this is something I would be interested in as well. So I'm just marking this on the chart right now, and that would be an area of interest for myself. So yeah, on these 30 minutes, nothing super crazy right now, nothing that's driving me to just immediately want to jump into a trade right at 9:30. MES about to take yesterday, 6 a.m. hour for STH. Yeah, ES is clearly stronger asset at the moment. Correct, George. ES is complete. I mean, look at this, right? Retrace into a massive expansion, and we're seeing NQ here is just starting this expansion, so we can anticipate that NAS is probably going to continue higher. What indicator shows the higher time frame like that? That is my fractal model indicator. T-Trade's fractal model indicator, TTFM Pro. If you go into the description on the stream, I should have a link. Hey, what's up, Zicky? Good morning, Zicky. Always good to have you in your boss. Hope we're doing absolutely splendid this morning. So yeah, let me actually share the live link, because I always forget. For some reason, it starts a new live link, and I hate it. I don't know why. I can't get rid of it. It just does it. Yeah, it says 10 waiting right now. So I gotta toss this in the chat. I'm just gonna spam it. All right, that should do it, right? So right now we're getting a 9 a.m. expansion. 9 a.m. expansion off of an 8:30 or 9:30 to 10 o'clock is getting an expansion off of this 30-minute 9 to 9:30 EQ here. So that 5-minute looks like it wants to just rip. So I'm honestly not interested in until we see 10 a.m. To be so frank with you guys, I'm not interested in anything else. Sell entry will be created. What do you think about AI can be good at trading? Absolutely. I think it will absolutely. AI is good. We're already using algorithm for trading. I think AI is only going to get better as we train it with more data. So absolutely. Have you thought of swing trading with 4-hour fractal or just sticking intraday? Nero, I swing trade options, and I actually use some variation of the fractal to trade options. So I swing trade options and I day trade intraday futures. Peter Paul, you are looking at SMT previous high for 10 a.m. reversal. Ideally would be the ideal setup for myself. Yes, took previous day high. Yeah. Just watching today, green week, good luck all. Yeah, honestly, if you guys are already green on the week, be a good idea. Apex, what was your reason for that long? Reject off the 30-minute EQ, or what was your long? What was the reason for that long, boss man? Oh, so Tesla calls this a swing would have been great. This 275s up until this 290s. Option swing trading strat, is that a content? Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Oh, that's content I'm working on right now. I'm in longs. Like the live, guys. Hey, Jet, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Rami, the simple way, you can watch with a lot of my videos, but dotted lines are equilibrium. If we retrace into this is called the T-spot before we see an expansion and a continuation, right? Obviously, blue things are changing states of delivery, which we actually got a nice change in state here, hence why we're getting a 9 o'clock expansion. We just hit our minus 4.5 standard deviation. That's bullish ST, bearish ST, equilibrium. I have that marked, but this typically marks 8 a.m. lows, or it marks hourly lows and highs. So there's the 6 o'clock low, 7 o'clock sweeps the 6 o'clock low, 8 a.m. continue. So there's a lot of different variations on how you can use it. I'm out of ESOB long continuation on the minute 5. Nice. Does T-Trade's indicator auto plot the standard deviation? It does it for you. That's what I really like about it. It auto plots standard deviation for you. All right, 30 seconds till this new 5-minute candle here. Gold is in the dumps right now. Had that C2 form from that 7 o'clock sweep of 7:30. Yeah, I don't like that. Hey, what's up, Day Trading Realtor? What is up? What's up, boss? Shanna, if you guys are already green on the week, I would highly recommend not trading. We are Friday and NFP today. I would not recommend trading today. I'm looking for one light size trade. If no matter the trade, even if it's A plus today, I will just be taking light size. I will not be putting in any heavy size on a trade today. Purely just, it's a great stream. Thanks. Hell yeah. Leo's the best thing that happened to the lab. No, the lab is the best thing that's happened to the lab, dude. The lab is like the best creation ever, dude. I love the lab. Love the lab. I love the fam in the lab. I love the community surrounding the lab as well. There's just such a good group of people, all highly motivated. I'm just an addition to the team of Avengers. You know, the lab was the Avengers beforehand, and I'm like the transportation vehicle that they use. You know. Actually, maybe not even that. We're just the lab. That's the best way to state it. I think I like that better. We're just the lab. Is there another live stream link? Jay, hey, what's up, Jay? Is there another live stream link? This should be just the live stream link for today. For some reason, the other one always pops up. It shows a different one, but this should be the only live stream link. No pullbacks, gotta love it. I mean, yeah, we just had a 30-minute. We just rejected off the 30-minute EQ. We saw 930 reject off of the 9 and 930 EQ, and we're seeing an expansion higher now. I mean, guys, expansion. Look at this. Retest the 30-minute EQ with that change in state of delivery higher, retrace into this EQ, delivery higher, because I thought it was a 30-minute EQ. We are just seeing this baby rip. I heard you commenting on chat. I didn't see it. Oh, it might have been a comment up as Full Port Friday. Hey, Rixie, what's up, Rixie? Sorry, I didn't see that. And day trading, how's everything going with you, boss? Hey, Leo, what's the difference between the two subscription types of mentorship Discord? It's purely just full access or just futures access. The lab for the win, absolutely. Little bitter, I was too cautious pre-930 when model was there for continuation. Yeah, I mean, that 30-minute EQ did give a good layer of confluence. I mean, bullish closure into continuation higher. ES would have been the preferred. But anyways, is PineScript hard to learn? Honestly not, plus we have really good AI coding. So if you want to code up an indicator, you can ask GPT to write it in PineScript, or if you don't understand, if you don't understand coding. If you do understand coding, then PineScript, it's just a unique syntax. That's it. Good, brother. Just passing evals, Osok. Nice, dude. Happy to hear it. Indicate 2 days ago, lost 3 accounts. Maybe I'm overthinking or mixing with other ICT concepts. I did study ICT for now 1 year. Yeah, it is just like any other script. Do we take a trade with half risk or not today? It's either no trade or half risk. I'm not going full risk today on a trade. Not at all. You will not catch me taking a full risk trade today. Any trade that I enter, even if I don't enter on the stream, so be it, right? I just do not want to force any trades today. Not during NFP. All right. If we just get a trend day and expand higher, so be it. If we flatline and price action is terrible, great. I saved myself a headache. Daily SMT. Yep, I did see that this morning. Leo, those days you make 2 trades and the first one is a loss. Do you risk 50% of the first trade and the second? I just keep the same risk. R2, I keep the same exact risk. I think that's an issue that a lot of people do, is they over leverage. When they take a loss in the first trade of the day, they double down and size 2 times as heavy on the second trade, and then that causes them to be nervous, sell out early, take less, and be way more aggressive with trades rather than actually just kind of letting market play out and letting the market play out a setup for you. Can you please show the gold trade? Which gold trade, Nathan? Which gold trade, boss? I was just explaining how we saw a couple sweeps here. I mean, we had the 655 high, 7 o'clock swept at 655, so which is the hourly 6 a.m. candle high. Formed a C2, change in state of delivery, closure below the change in state of delivery. This becomes your entry, your stop at that change in state of delivery high, and you target a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And so believe it or not, you still would have been in the trade. You would have almost gotten stopped out by like one singular tick, but you wouldn't have. So that would have been the goal. If that's one you're talking about, I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about. C2 reversal, C3 EQ get respected, C4 continuation, entry 5-minute OB. Bingo, baby. That is a bread and butter trade. Rami, it's best to learn T-Trade's model to pair it with the indicator. Yes, it is best to learn TTFM. Unless you're using like EQ as well. But dang, I could not get my limit fill yesterday on Tesla puts, and then I tried to get a limit fill. I'm just going to do market fill on some options. I try to get a call swing, those 282 Tesla 282.5 call swings, but happens. You win some, you lose some. Can you explain how to identify C2? Yeah, I've got, Paul, you should check out my videos. I've got quite a few on that. Daily SMT, exactly what day trading said. New to trading and down 400 from revenge trading and over risking, switch to $10 risk and 1 to 2 R. Now just 200 back from break even. Think of increasing risk smart or just stay disciplined, Ricky. You're still down, or you're still down before break. You're still below break even. Just keep your risk the same. Focus on the consistency. I cannot say this enough. Everybody in chat here, this is a lesson for everybody. Process over profits, right? If you're dialed in, focusing just on the profits before the actual process behind trading, that's how you're going to lose. People that get too hyper fixated on profits tend to lose sight of what actually is happening in a live market scenario, versus if you just take the extra time to focus on the process and execution and then focus on and then the profits will come to you. So process leads to profits. That's all I can say, guys. Seriously, that's like my biggest piece of advice for most of you in the chat right now. Process over profits, and or process leads to profits. Just trust me when I say that, guys. I've been around the markets for a while, so I've dealt with the whole shenanigans of losing again and losing. So I just have to repeat that. All right, let's just do some analysis here as well. Yeah, so honestly, not interested in NASDAQ or ES right now. Want to wait until we see, I want to see 10 a.m. I want to see how 10 a.m. plays out here. $10 a.m. is the only one I'm really interested in right now. I'm not interested in anything else though. Gonna play it patient. 8:45 entry. What was your 8:45 entry? Hey Leonard, everyone. Hey, what's up, Daniel? George, facts. What time is the best hour to look for GC? Oh, were you responding? Okay, thanks for that. Day trading. Do you have a setup that you trade SMT, IFVG only? I actually don't. I sometimes use IFVG for Confluence, but I don't actually trade. I don't trade inversions. I trade higher time frame sweeps and then change in state of delivery, and sometimes also trade candle to unicorn. Which, by the way, for those of you on CL minute 15, nice. For those of you that don't know, by the way, candle to unicorn is we have Day Trading Realtor in chat right now. That is the man behind the magic. So if you guys haven't already, go check him out. Day Trading Realtor has some amazing content. Seriously, he is the dog. So if you guys haven't already, CTU, candle to unicorn. Yep. So if you guys haven't already, check out Day Trading, dude. He's the man behind a lot of that magic. Also, we have 37 likes on the stream and 240 of us. So let's see if we can get that to 100 likes for this stream. That would be awesome. I would appreciate it a lot. Wow. Nice. Once again, yeah, CL had a really nice long play out here. That was a beautiful, nice sweep of that. Nice 8 a.m. sweep of that 7 o'clock low, change in state, closure. Oof, that was a beautiful long there on CL. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, like the stream and go check out Day Trading Realtor. He's seriously such a great individual, has plenty of good content. He's currently in the process of backtesting and fine tweaking the OSOC model that he's working on. So OSOK is how the abbreviation for that. But if you haven't already, check it out. Great individual. Everybody deserves the support, especially he's put in a lot of work on the trading scene. So would highly recommend. Unicorn is breaker block and fair value. Unicorn is the, breaker and fair value, correct. But you'll call, then candle to unicorn uses a mix between the fractal and breakers and unicorns. So it uses a change of state of delivery entry and a breaker block that you take an entry below breaker and candle to sweep. Follow the process this week, and even if I don't take a trade today, I'll end green, small steps for me, but I'm glad. Exactly, Holmes. That's spot on what you should be doing. Proud of you, boss. Seriously. That's progress right there. In my eyes, that is true progress. Super impressive stuff, dude. Great work. I'm telling you guys, you focus on the process. Like, it is so often I look and I teach individuals, right? And they're way too focused on profits. It's like, I need to make this amount of money by this time. I want to make $1 million by the end of this year. And I think setting goals are great. Don't get me wrong. I think setting goals without, okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like if you set goals, it's great. But if you set goals with the intention of rushing a process, I don't consider that a high value goal. I do not consider that a high value goal. You can say, I want to own this car, I want to own this watch, I want to own a house, I want to own a golden retriever from my trading profits. But if you rush the process to get yourself there, I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you this, but that's going to hurt you more than you know. Because if you truly spend the time and focus on that process, the model, the entry model, and fine tweak your risk management, fine tweak the education, how do you look for higher validation, lower validation setups? How do I actually know if this trade is going to work in my favor? So and so forth, right? If you really take that time, you're genuinely going to see the progress and the profits come alongside. Even if you're trading with 1 micro on an eval as the start for the first 2.5-3 months, and then you slowly start sizing. If you build that consistency, if you can manage 1 micro super well on one 50K account, or if you can manage 1 micro super well on your personal account, you can damn well manage 5, 10, 15 fundeds, right? Just have to say that. Pass my eval via OSOC. Hell yeah, there we go. What time does C1 begin? It's the start of an hourly. Good day, Leo. You're gorgeous. Legion, what's up, Legion? Ticks over money. Exactly, Skeg. So that was a trade for today on CL. Yeah. Focus on the process and allow the results to be the byproduct. Ash trades, Matt. Hell yeah. Tyree, spot on. It's the best way to say it. Leo got the same vocal mannerisms as Matt Kors, and I hate that I made that association. Sorry about that. Do I have to project the hourly EQ off the whole candle or just the body? Off the entire candle. EQ, because keep in mind the wick was still a move on the candle. The wick was still the move on a candle, right? I like to do EQ off of that. Okay, boom. Versus if you just do candle bodies, it's a lot less accurate with those EQs. Wicks are included in equilibrium. All right, we're seeing a rejection back below. We have 10 a.m. here in 1 minute and 30 seconds. No news at 10, I don't think. Okay, we have Fed Bowman speech at 7. 7 PST, 10 EST. Hey, I have 700 drawdown left, and I have to make 4,000. Can you please guide me? This is my last eval. Stick with 1 entry model. Define your risk. So let's swim. Define your risk. That's the biggest advice I can give you is just define your risk. Stick with a risk model. Limit the amount of trades you can take. Make it 2 to 3 a day. Size the same. Find 1 entry model. Stick with it. Yeah, Tyree. Thank you for that, Tyree. How long have you been trading? Apologies. January 7th of 2019. Actually, funny enough, I was just looking the other day with T trades on FaceTime for my broker statements, and the first time I ever put money into an investment account was I was doing some market research before, but like when I truly got invested in trading was January 7th of 2019. Hey, what's up, Adam? Ellerin, on floor laughing. How do you treat EQ when there is a small body with big wicks on both sides where next hour one opens near EQ? Honestly, either I like to actually look for a general retracement into EQ or anywhere within a T-spot. So even if we open up and we just have a slight wick move into this T-spot, then I would be interested as well. Wow. I mean, look at that. We had a retrace there. Let's see how 10 a.m. There's 10 a.m. by the way. So EQs I typically like to use, like if we get a retrace into an EQ and or the, like it here as an example, if we retest, we created this 8 a.m., created its equilibrium, right? And we retraced higher, but we pulled at 9 o'clock, pulled into this EQ, then rejected back above. Bullish closure back above EQ is typically a good sign, or if you see a bearish move on a bearish EQ. So let's see if 10 a.m., how 10 a.m. respects this 1 hour EQ. EQs, typically you look for wick rejections. Sometimes if you see non-aggressive closures below equilibriums, you'll still see continuations and expansions higher. But if you see like a reversal signature paired with a EQ closure, then most of the time you can expect to see market continue lower. Yes, Peter. If we haven't already, by the way, we have 246 of you beautiful people in here. So let's get the stream to 100 likes. I think that's less than half of you, right? I think less than half of you can like the stream right now. First stock I ever bought was Phoenix IPO May 4th, 2006, and lost 4K the first day of trading. Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. I love looking back at I have my original notebooks where I would do my daily journals on my notebook, and it was just like what a time. What a time. I used to get fried from penny stock trading, realtor. Welcome to the stock market. Yeah. I got caught in like some weird pharmaceutical pump and dump scheme during my first month of January trading, and I lost like $1,000. Oh, I was a youngin' realtor, as in I probably didn't even know what a shape was. No, I knew what those of you that don't know, I am 21. Stream's getting big, so awesome. Baby. Oh, I was a baby. I was a freaking baby. Gosh, I was a tiny little kid, tiny little one. What indicators are you currently using? I'm using ICT sessions. I'm using a breaker block indicator just for fun. Don't always have it activated. And then I'm using the T-Trades fractal model. Do you advise getting the... I love the fractal model indicator. I love the fractal model indicator. I seriously think it's the best indicator around. I think it's super good. Automatically plotting standard deviation, etc. You're still small, what you mean? No, I know I am small, like physically still small. Like I'm tall, but I'm small, you know? What is the risk for a 50K funded? Honestly, would not risk more than 400 per trade. Would not risk more than 400, maybe even 300. I'd do like 300 a trade max. Bro is ripped. Oh, I forgot. I was like, how the fuck do you know that? I forgot you follow the Instagram. I just want to gobble you up. Luke, get your ass over to my house. Let's play some golf today. Come on. I'm free after stream. Catch me. Let's play an 18. Come on now. For those of you that don't know, Wall is my best friend. He is my best friend in chat. Let's go. Yes, sir. All right, so we see here 10 a.m. is we're getting some type of retrace into this 9 a.m. equilibrium here. That medium impact news did absolutely nothing on that 10 a.m. open. Would be so down for golf. Oh, yeah. Let's play some pickleball. Oh, dude, Obi. Kane and I were ripping in Cape Town. Kane and I were ripping pickle like for 3 hours a day. We'd finish doing some networking, and then I'd finish doing some work in trading, and like after trading we would just fucking rip it to the courts. Do you use wick or body for standard deviation? Typically I use the entirety, wick and body. Wick is preferred though for me. What's your handy twin? I mean, dude, Leo, I've only played a couple 18s in my life, but yesterday I went 45 on a 9 for a 37 par. So I was 8 off par yesterday. So I bogeyed most. Stay out of the kitchen. Pickleball, fire, dude. I'm not based in Florida. No, I'm based in California. Born and raised. Gonna get me out of here though. You need to come to T's house and we can go golf. We'll bring T. Oh, dude, I'm so down. I was telling T because I'm meeting up with T in Europe. But when I see him, I wanna come to Florida and we'll absolutely rip that. We gotta get Kane as well and just rip some pickleball. I think that'd be so much fun. I'm not super good at golf though. I'm working on it. Have you ever played paddle? Of course I've played paddle. I love paddle. Correct track. We will golf. Yeah, maybe we should do like a trading meetup. But like all of us needed a fucking golf course. Thoughts? Also, just to be, I feel like streaming now. I'm just doing at this point I might as well just put on face cam and talk to you guys. But I'm not interested in anything. I'm really not interested in any trades right now. That's my honest take, boys. I'm not interested in anything right now for today. I think there's no, I missed most of the entries occurred at around that 8:30 window, which I wasn't here for, and I'm just not really interested. I'll come from the UK to play golf. Hell yeah. Let's do a golf stream. Dude, I'm so down. SMT at the low. Yep, there is SMT at the low. SMT at the low, reject off of the EQ. Looks like we're going to get an expansion higher here. PO3 expansion. 15-minute T trades fractal. Meet up in Bali. I was planning, next summer I was planning on doing like an 80-day trip to Bali. Dude, what do you guys think though? Like a fat meetup, dude said 8 off par. Rookie talk. No, I know. I'm a rookie realtor. I'm not gonna lie, I play well. I play very well, but I haven't played a lot of golf. I'm just getting into it now. Like I can play well though. Like I'm definitely I'm now a lot more consistent because I've been hitting the range a lot more. But I actually need to go get myself some clubs. So I was gonna go this weekend and just grab myself a nice pair with Luke. Actually, who's in chat. I was gonna go grab myself a nice set, some good irons, get myself a good driver. Shanna, I have a whole bunch of videos on my YouTube. I would love to do that, but I feel like I've done quite a few examples on stream already. So I would prefer that you just check out I would really go check out my YouTube videos for that. Approach, shot tip, aim for EQ of the green, don't pin seek. That's awesome. That is awesome. Aim for EQ. Yeah, guys, can somebody teach me golf in trading terms? If you were to teach me how to be cracked at golf in trading terms, how would you do that? That's a challenge for chat. Watch Rising Impact. Thanks, man. What irons are you feeling? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, my boy Luke has those Mizunos. Those Mizunos are nice, dude. I might grab myself a set of Mizunos. A set of some Mizuno irons would go crazy. Because think about it, right? If I invest in a good pair of clubs, I'm not gonna bitch out and be like, oh my god, that was a bad hit. Oh my god, it's my club. Like, I can't blame my clubs. I can only hold myself accountable. Right, I think that's fucking sweet. Bye, bro. I'm done for the day. Good work, Apex. Y'all, you have a splendid one. Ping, get fitted. Yeah, I'm going to get fitted, guys. Dude, I need to get a custom fit. You guys don't realize I'm not big, but I'm tall. I'm 6'5". So I need custom fitted gloves. I'm 6'5". Those are nice looking irons. Yeah, Mizuno's, dude. Luke has this insanely sweet. Is it your pitching? I think his pitching is like this black Mizuno iron. Yeah, it's beautiful. Mizuno are nice. I'm a Callaway Woods and Titleist irons guy myself. Hey, I want to just try them out. See which one gives me that little oomph, you know? Yeah, actually not a joke, folks. Luke and chat can verify. It's called a wedge. Thanks. My dark horse. No, oh, that's your 50 degree. Your dark horse. Got it. You need to be hooping. Obi, I did hoop all throughout high school. I hooped and I ran track all throughout high school, boss. Tried to play basketball in college and then put my priorities elsewhere. I'll eventually give you guys a life story at some point in my life. Some point in my life, I'll give you guys my life story. Also, thank you all so much for 1,900. Holy cow. Dude, we're 100 off of 2K. What the fuck? You guys are insane. Thank you. How many pairs do you trade? Typically just 2 pairs. NQES, gold and silver. Sometimes I'll trade crude, but not often. Day in the life at Leo Invest. I actually forgot. I was supposed to start my short, or not forgot. I've had just some long nights, so I haven't really slept super well the past 2 weeks. So I haven't really started it, but I'm gonna start a short form series on Instagram, kind of like day in the life here, like where I wake up, sort of the process of waking up, and then move into like, live trading with all of you and showcasing, like those aesthetic back shot. Whoa, those aesthetic shots of somebody's back. God damn it. Those aesthetic shots of somebody's back, and then they just have like the screen behind them and they're ripping it. Pause. Hold up. Fuck. God damn it. What's your live stream schedule for all week? I'm gonna figure out my live stream schedule next week by Sunday. Here's the short. No Diddy told you. I mean, yeah. Here's the potential short here. I want to see this closure below this EQ here. I'll be interested in these shorts. Hey, yo, got him. Aesthetic back shots. Bro, what? Yo, chill. Hey, yo, chill. I knew I should have said that. Oh, God, dude. Hey, the good news is you can't really clip on YouTube, so I'm safe. But whoever's watching this video right now, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, dog. I was just joking, man. Let me live. Let me live a little, brother. Can't win, dog. I cannot win against any of you. I'm going to be shat on in chat for the next 10 minutes. C4 candle 4. Candle 4. C4 stands for candle 4. Come on now. Come on now. I'm on my PC. I could really... True. Chat wild, bro. There's a clip button next to share. Oh, is there? Shit. Would you show us... Yeah, as of this week, I haven't taken as many trades, so I'm sub 70. I'm at around a 67%. Took a hit on Tuesday. You're gone. I am gone. So you don't want to see a sweep of C1 to look for shorts. I typically like to see C2 sweeps. That's been my preferred. Use time frame alignment for candle closure below EQ. I will actually, yes. Correct. If I were to trade earlier at 8 a.m., here we saw 7 o'clock sweep, this 6 a.m. low. I would have probably taken, I mean, this is very aggressive, so I probably wouldn't have taken this. I would have honestly taken CL longs here. I would have definitely taken CL longs in the 5 minutes, just utilizing the fractal. We took an 8 a.m. sweep of that 7 o'clock low into a nice bullish move higher. That would have been the trade I would have taken, to be honest with you. I guess EQ holding once again. Damn. Gotta just wait and see here, guys. 10 a.m. is not exciting. It's looking like a no trade day for me. We want you to come every live. What do you mean by that, dog? You want me to do a live stream every day? I'm confused as to what you mean by that. Gotta be a little more specific with what you mean, boss man. 26 seconds till this 5-minute closure here. Yeah, guys, this is not looking super satisfying. I'm not too big of a fan of this. Yeah, I'm not really interested today. Not super. Oh, Perkins, my apologies. I threw in the link for this live stream in there. I don't know why YouTube does that. I actually have not been able to fix it. Really apologize about that, dude. My apologies, Perkins. Want to long but live, yeah. Do you still use 2 contracts in your stop loss at 50, 60 points? Yeah, it depends. If I have typically I still use 2 if I have a 50, 60 point stop, correct. If I'm typically above 60, then I just use 1. I'll use 1 mini. Want to long, but yeah, it's tempting, right? She's tempting. Yeah, guys, this is not an ideal trading day. It might just be a no trade day. We just call it a beautiful, beautiful Friday of saving my capital. I mean, we try to come every day at AM session on YT. I mean, yeah, yes, but also I have other places I need to stream. So eventually. How do you go about backtesting? What's a big part of your was that a big part of your success in trading? It was a big part of my confidence in trading. Backtesting was a huge part of my trading confidence. Allowed me to see the process behind the trades and trust a model. Even if it didn't work out every time, it made me a lot more comfortable with trading it, if that makes sense. It made me a lot more comfortable. I'm not interested in this PA on this candle. 10 a.m.'s not showcasing me anything super strong. We had a nice expansion from 8 o'clock until 10, but now I'm just not a fan. 21, Arun. I would not recommend it. How would you pair C2 entries with the previous candle's EQ? Do not enter until you see it close through. C2 entries with the previous, I typically would want to see a closure, correct? But if I'm doing C2 sweeps, then I don't need to wait for the C2 closure. I just wait for a sweep, a change in state of delivery, and if we're near an EQ, I'll look for a closure below that equilibrium as well. Yeah, so I have 5 top step and 10 apex, Brian. 10 m hour 1 might be inside bar. Yeah, of course, Woody. Do you trade when it's a close under EQ or wait for SysD? Typically like to look for some type of T-Trades fractal model and then use EQ as another layer of confluence. retesting, retracing into this previous hourly EQ now. So if we close below this hourly EQ, there's a chance that we see, because 10 a.m. hasn't swept any high, so there's a chance that we actually see an expansion higher on CL. I've had a couple issues. When I first started with Apex, what I've noticed, as bad as this sounds, is like if you have more social presence, you're less likely to get rejected. But also at the same time, I have had some payouts rejected. Like I remember, some original consistency rule stuff, and also I've had some super delayed payouts. But Top Step has been really consistent. Top Step has been super consistent for me. I would have probably tried the fractal, but the thing is I would have wanted to see a 10 o'clock sweep of 9 o'clock high, which we didn't have. So I wouldn't have been. If you're a beginner, honestly, the most forgiving, in my opinion, would be Top Step or TPT. But Top Step just has one of the most friendly interfaces. Also, I really enjoy their end of day drawdown. It's not live trailing drawdown. I do remember that, Obi. I do. Oh my god. Gold did just die. Holy cow. Gold shot the red. Yeah, I used Top Step. Yep. One MNQ is just one MNQ moves $2 a point, so it'd be $20. $20. One MNQ is $2 per point, so that would just be a $20 move. What would I like to see to enter a short? Honestly, well, preferably I would have liked to see 10 a.m. sweep this 945 high. I'll give you guys a little rundown here. What I would ideally have liked to what I would have liked to have seen is a sweep of this 945 high, then change in state of delivery forms with a closure below equilibrium, then I would be interested in shorts. But we've got two very aggressive bullish candles, so it's looking like we're probably going to expand higher or just consolidate today with NFP. So I'm not super interested. Just gotta wait, guys. Yeah, it's looking like a no trade day for me. New to trading, what would you learn first? I would learn about candlesticks, what candlesticks mean, how you can actually read price action from candlesticks. Then I would learn market structure shifts. Then I would move into ICT concepts, supply and demand, support and resistance, and then ICT. But if you don't have a base understanding of candlesticks, market structure shift, I don't think there's any reason why you should be trading or learning more complex trading models. Yeah, Ellerin, I mean that's what I would look for, Ellerin. Could be interested in that. Good job. Sometimes I use the 1 minute, correct. Sometimes I'd use the 1 minute. It's not often, but I have used the 1 minute before for entries. Yes. I have indeed. Nero, great work, dude. Super great work. Congrats. Yeah, honestly, guys, this just might be a no trade day for me. Sit back and enjoy my day, you know? Maybe I'll go play some golf, actually relax, enjoy my day, you know? This isn't, just not very interested in what I'm seeing today, and that's part of the game, right? I'm not always going to like every trading day, and that's just the reality, eh? How long did it take you to get your first payout? Well, I had a lot of consistency with options, so transitioning to futures was pretty quick for me. So I got my first payout probably about 2.5 months, I believe. 2.5 months of trading futures. Just because I had a lot of understanding and used some variation of my own kind of fractal model with options. And so finding the correlation to futures was a very easy pickup for myself. And believe it or not, before I even did prop firms, I actually just traded a personal account that I funded. Session indicator is this right here, ICT kill zone. That's my sessions indicator, is the ICT kill zone. 1 hour C2 reversal with EQ violation, correct. I typically like to see that, yes. Yeah, price is starting to create an SMT with ES and NQ, correct. You would be correct, my brother. C2 can either be a swing point high or low. It just depends on if you're taking a bullish or a bearish trade. This is going to take a little bit of time, guys. Just got to stay patient, sit back in the saddle, and enjoy my day, right? Jeepers nuts. Yeah, guys, this is it's a slow grinder of a day. Honestly, it's looking like if you don't see something by 10:30, yeah, that's a C2 reversal, correct. Would you still enter a trade with closable EQ but not SIST? Sometimes I actually have just taken EQ trades, but if we have it, like let's say we had a change in state of delivery form before, and I missed a change in state of delivery entry, I'll use EQ and then use the candle that broke the EQ high as my entry. I've back tested it. A decent amount actually works relatively well. God damn. Yeah, I'm looking around here. I'm on my other monitor too. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. I honestly think it's just going to be a no trade day for NFP. It's a fun stream regardless, but no trade for NFP I think is going to be the smart move for myself. I feel like if I really actively try and search for an entry, I'm just going to take a bad trade. So it's looking like today the smart decision is just sit back in the saddle and probably just play PM. And if not play PM, just call it a day, right? At the end of the day, that's what's going to matter more is preserving and saving my capital. So I think that's what's going to do me justice. Right? If we get a closure below this EQ, I might be interested in some shorts, but as of right now, guys, I'm really not like actively going to be searching for any entry signatures anywhere, right? Because if we force a setup, that's how you're going to lose a lot of capital, right? So I'd rather preserve that than anything. Yeah, it looks like it's not a good day. I mean, we had a really good start at 8 a.m. Decent P at 8, but now it's kind of, I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea, guys. To be so frank. Give me a minute. Wow, that was an aggressive closure there. Jeez. Okay. Noted. Thank you, boss. Jeepers. Tad bit aggressive there, eh? 5 minutes was a little aggressive. Jeez Louise. Hi, mamas. Chill, brother. Not that serious, dog. You're good. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, dog. You're good. You're good. Yeah, see? I mean, there's that EQ closure. There's finally a break below that EQ, but mid-afternoon yesterday. I took the short mid-afternoon as well, Molly. Yeah, I actually posted about that. That's right before I played golf. That played out. Jeepers creepers, where did you get those beepers? Beep, beep. Wowzers. Yeah, I mean, there's that EQ closure, right? So if you wanted to go short on an EQ closure, you go targeted 2R. But that's just on an EQ closure, right? So confidence-wise in the trade, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Right, but at the same time, like, why would you take that, right? I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking we'd be smart today. I'm thinking we'd be smart. We take no trade, right? You preserve the capital, that is a win on the day. Preserving capital is actually a win on the day. I don't care what any of you says. If you preserve your capital, that is a trade win on the day, period. No questions asked. All right, class? It's a no-go today. Does that make sense, class? I think we just played safe on NFP and not take anything and just, live happily ever after. We find a little fairy kingdom in the mountains somewhere and just forget about our problems. All right, I think that would be a more valuable thing for me to do. Or I just, become a monk and start finding my true inner self outside of these markets. Like, I used to have an old karate master named... Oh, wait. Yes, Mr. Invests. Be crazy. Sensei Umi was his name. Oh my god, Pookie. Pookie just made it on the stream, guys. Pookie just made it on the stream. Hi, T. How's it going, Pookie? What's up, T? Bruce Lee, sup, TT? TT in the house. TT is in the house. Hey, remember we said that. Right, if we wanted to take an EQ, this is risky as balls. I'm sunburned, so nap time. Fair. Call me later, Pookie. Call me later, Pookie. I got some exciting stuff to tell you. What's up, T? T's pulling up at the end of the stream, guys. T, NFP today, it's looking like Vespa T. Yeah, for those who don't know, he's actually he's just been awarded Italian citizenship off of that. Sunburnt from driving that Vespa around or from beaching it up, T? Miss your live trading on YouTube. Most people do it weekly about, bro, miss your live. What do you mean, Shenna? I'm confused. You ever coming back? Dude, T is not coming back, dog. I'm coming to him, dude. I'm coming to him. You know what, guys? I think we be the bigger people today. Oh my god, I just dropped so I have live chat on my... P&L so far, flat 0, baby. Flat 0, Joseph, and I couldn't be happier about it. P&L today is... Did you just get liquidated? Hey, no coffee spill. We're good. We're good. We're safe. I have an iPad up on an A stand from Lamasoul, and I just absolutely caught my hoodie on it and smashed it, and it just fell. So we're good. Please do live on YouTube weekly about 2 to 3 days. Shenna, I'm going to try my best. I will try my best. Promise I will try my best. Oh, that was a cute message, Daniel. I promise I'll try and do a live on YT when I can. You know what, guys? I got a couple mentorship calls right now I got to catch. So I might end the stream and get prepped and ready, get the content ready for the mentorship calls, and call it a good morning, you know? What resource did you use for learning candlesticks? There's so many good YouTube videos. Honestly, any generic, I would say with candlestick knowledge, any generic YouTube video will do. Let's do a quick Q&A before I end stream here. I'll give you guys like 10-15 minutes for some Q&A questions. Ask me some Q&A. If it's about the model I trade primarily, I will just refer you to my YouTube videos, but let's do a quick little Q&A. Where can I find this? I'm wealthy for life. If you just message me on Twitter, I can give you some details. Maybe Leon and I will do a mentorship. Yeah, maybe Zink and I will actually do a mentorship together. Edward, message me all the details on, if you guys, I have the Twitter in the description of this. Follow me on X. It's the first link on this live stream. So if you haven't already, just check that out. I'll respond to all those there. How did you backtest T-Trade's fractal model? Originally, before TradeZella, I backtested it on TradingView. And I personally went through day after day, and I did about 3.5 months of day-by-day trading. And then I transitioned with TradeZella and did more automated T-Trades testing. What indicators are you using? I am using the Breaker Blocks by LuxAlgo, the T-Trades Fractal Model Pro, and the ICT Kill Zone. That's the only three. I like to keep my charts clean and simple. Also, see why? Even with this closure below EQ, we're respecting EQ. And we're just creating a wick that's respecting it into potentially a PO3 expansion. Question up there, Lamau. Wait, hold up. When using confirming a SIST with the SMT, do both of them have to be at the same time frame or not necessarily? They don't have to be on the same time frame. SMT really, you can have variation on time frame, but change in state of delivery with time frame alignment is more important. Like 3-minute with 30, 5-minute with hourly. But SMT is less important. As long as you find an SMT that goes in correlation with the direction that you're looking for, then absolutely. Yeah, so Edward and Wealthy, message me on Twitter. I'll be responding there. My DMs should be open, so hit my line there. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Ooh, airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow. I would probably say like 111 miles per hour. I have no idea. Let's search this up, shall we? I'm gonna Google this. Airspeed velocity of an unladen. So those of you that don't know, by the way, it's 24 miles per hour. I was just getting out 111. It's a type of bird flight. 24 miles per hour, 11 meters per second. For those of you that don't know, give me some physics questions. No, I'm not kidding. Don't do that, please. But I'm mechanical and aerospace engineering, so. Do you find 5-minute 1 hour better than 15.4? I prefer 5-minute hourly. Correct, Edward. 15-minute, you typically miss the beginning of a lot of moves because you're still waiting for 10 minutes of confirmation before that trade. What is your trading routine like pre-market preparation during market hours? Pre-market, typically wake up at around 6. I'm PST, so I wake up around 6, make myself a coffee. I do some scrambled eggs, avocado toast, nice little foamy coffee. Just get ready, look at the charts, get the stream ready, and then start at 6:30 or 9:30 for you guys. Do I learn your model by watching your whole YouTube videos? Shout out, it's a great way to learn. Win rate of the model is anywhere from 66 to 72 to 74%. It just depends on medium high impact news, 10 o'clock news, 10 a.m. continuations, etc. Thanks, boss, of course. African or European? I am European. I'm French. Shitty PA. Facts. Excellent, thanks, of course. If you're trading PM session, what is the time frame you are looking to trade? Typically, I like to look for anywhere from the 12 to 2 p.m. EST. 12 to 3 realistically, but 12 to 2 I've found typically yields better setups around 12 to 2. Quadri, hey, and also, hi Quadri, good seeing you in the stream. Shana, when sometimes candle does not sweep candle high, but short is good to take or not? I personally would not. It depends on the model you're trading. I just prefer to see a sweep. I think sweeps yield higher probability. I am based in West Coast, California. Thanks, Leo. Of course, Wildfire. Do you ever trade the 30-minute fractal model? It's rare, but I have. I actually trade larger time frame fractals for options trading, actually. Orange Fan, I learned so much from you. Thanks. Love your post in the lab. Hey, Orange Fan. Stoked to hear that, dude. And also, if you guys haven't already, let's get this stream to 150 likes. We're at 123. Let's get it to 150. We need 27 more of you in chat to just hit the like button. It means a lot. Helps me out a ton. Would just mean a lot from you guys. So if you haven't already, feel free to check it out. If ES created a C2 but NQ didn't, would you consider taking the trade on? Yes, that's a great question. I actually would. Yes. If ES created a C2 sweep into either a C2 unicorn or a T-Trades fractal model, I would take yes. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Let's see. We have 120. We need 22 more people to like the stream. We have 176 of us. Come on now. See if we can hit it. How do you do the automated T-Trade testing on trades? It doesn't work on it, but I input a lot of tags for each of the entry models. I have a bunch of criteria that you put in on the tags on TradeZella. I'll probably do a backtesting stream at some point. We'll run through it all together. All right, I'll give you guys 5 more minutes for questions, and I got to get ready for some mentorship calls. So I'll give you guys just a couple more minutes here. I'll give you guys like 5 more minutes for some questions, and then I do have to head out. Just a few more minutes, guys. All right, let's look at a couple more questions here and then call it a good old day. Best time for Asia London session. Let me show you. Just gonna put it up on the screen. Kill zone times. London Open 1 to 5. New York Open 7 to 10. Kill zone range, Asia range, 8 to 12. I have it at 8:15, but it's typically 8 to 12. That's it. There it is. When you first started, how did you get out of a dump trading-wise? Focusing on the process, removing profits from the image, and building a risk management model. The biggest way to get yourself out of a slump with trading, and I mean this to every single one of you here, the biggest way to get yourself out of a slump from trading is to define a risk management model, limit the amount of trades you're taking, like 2 to 3 a day max, follow the risk management model on that, and you will actually see yourself become more of a successful trader. If you follow a risk management model, limit the amount of trades that you're taking, etc., that is what's truly going to help you actually, and I mean actually, take higher quality setups and build some type of consistency. Because if you find a model that has even a 60% win rate, but it's 2R like the fractal, like the base fractals around a 62%, and you trade that, even if you take 3 losses or 2 losses and you make one big 2R trade, bingo, right? Set a risk man. So that's my answer, Miguel. Best time to trade fractal for Asia, London, and New York. I don't typically trade Asia or London, but for New York, I do 8 o'clock. I mean the kill zone 8 to 12, or 8 to 11 for New York. Anyone that entered under EQ rip. That's what I told you guys, right? I was like, I don't recommend doing EQ because we're gonna get an expansion. So hence why we didn't take a trade. That's a great answer. Thanks a lot, of course. I will create a video on risk management. I'm actually just looking for an editor, just because I don't have enough time now to edit my videos. So, because I have the mentorship cycle, so I'm trying to pay somebody to edit my videos. So if you guys know an editor or can actually edit good videos, hit my line. Let me see. NQ's forming 15-minute C2. Respecting the hourly EQ, could you consider trading the 15-minute 1-minute C3 to previous day high? You could. You actually could. A risk management model you recommend? Okay, I'll make a video on this, but I'll say this on the stream. I'll give you the special sauce on stream here. 2 to 3 trades a day max. 1 big win to start off the morning, close the charts. One respected risk management loss, so 1R loss. 1 more trade on the day. You take 1 more trade on the day, it's a loss, you close the charts. You take 1 more win, your break even on the day, you close the charts. I'm serious. Be aggressive with it. I'll make I'll do a big video on that. Hey Leo, question about the breaker block. If the breaker block gets tapped and wicked from it, is the breaker block still valid? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you, backtest process, risk management. I'm interested. Have a great weekend. You as well, Kenshin. Thanks for popping by the stream. We need that layout. I'll create a risk management. I'm not going long on NQ. Nope. I'm not taking the trade today. If C1 is resting inside a previous premium discount array followed by a sweep of C1, is C2 still valid? C2 would also still be valid. Yes. Are we getting long on NQ? We are not. Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to conclude it for the stream. Give you guys a nice little 5 minutes for a Q&A. So I will create, let's get some ones in chat. If you guys are interested in a risk management YouTube video, how to talk about properly managing risk. And also, would you want me to talk through the process of risking depending on the size of an evaluation or the size of a personal account, or what? Let's just get some ones if you guys are interested in that. We have a potential 30-minute, 3-minute model. This is true. This is true. We did get a C2 form. 1, awesome. Alrighty. Lab raid. Oh my God. Dude just hopped in on here. What is up, Ray? Oh my God. Little poppin'. Jeez Louise. Ew. What's up, Ray? All right, so it looks like we clearly want a big video on risk management. So I'm going to chef that up today. I just need to get myself an editor. Please talk about passing evals. All right, I'll do a video on that then. Oh my God, the chat just blew up. Jesus, lab raid. No kidding. What's up, Ray? Hope your stream went absolutely fantastic. We are flat 0 on the day. Technically, we do have a 30-minute sweep. We do have a C2 sweep here, so longs could be potentially in play because we're back above EQ as well. Alrighty, guys. Fractal backtesting would be nice. I'll do a video on that as a, hey, what's up, Dean? What is up, Dean? Good seeing you. Still going? Just want to say hello? Awesome. Well, I'm going to lab raid you back then. Jeez. Alrighty, folks. Well, if you guys did enjoy, like the stream, we have 15 to 150. It would mean a ton. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, no trades today, but I could not be happier about it. Honestly, no setup was really talking to me, so I am amped about not taking any trades and preserving my capital today. So if any trades form, I'll probably be posting them, alerts within the lab. And other than that, guys, hope you all have a splendid rest of your day. Feel free to check out the links in my description. If you haven't already, follow my Twitter, follow the lab, Options Compound, anything like that. And hope to see you guys on my stream next week. Stay tuned. I will have a video releasing. I will have another trade recap video releasing today off of yesterday's sweep. I took a really good short from the 11 o'clock sweep, or the 11:30 sweep of the 11 a.m. high. And then I'm going to be posting that trade recap today. Then this weekend, if we're interested, I will get that risk management video put up sometime this weekend, or if not, next Monday. So hope you all have a freaking splendid day. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support as per usual. Love every single one of you. If you haven't already as well, Bray, his name is in the chat. Go just click his name and subscribe. Dude gives incredible videos on breaker blocks as well as educational content and live streams. So if you haven't already, click Bray's name in the chat. Give him a little subscription. Show him some love. And other than that, guys, we'll catch you all in the very next live stream. Thank you so much once again for all the support. And we'll catch you all in the very next stream. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Remember, preserve the capital. Focus on the process. Stay disciplined. Love every single one of you.